Hello to all my friends out there. Okay, this is part 2 to the video I just did on consumerism versus capitalism. And so I think once we understand this, we're going to be better equipped to proceed from 2020 to 2030, the next 10 years. One, we might be heading for a depression, but at the heart of things, just to go over, capitalism, an economic and political system in which a country's trade and industry are controlled by private owners for profit rather than the state. So think about consumerism now, just for a minute. Consumerism is the idea that increasing consumption of goods and services purchased in the market is always desirable, and that a person's well-being and happiness depends fundamentally on obtaining consumer goods and material possessions. So at the heart of this, this economic shift is to create these huge markets of consumers, and that these consumers would be worldwide markets as opposed to various areas. Let's just put it that way. And that these people would be able to do business and sell to consumers worldwide. And that would be much better if it was like a worldwide system rather than one area. Like, one thing people don't like is the United States is too prosperous in comparison to other countries, and that these big sellers of goods and services such as food would be better served by being able to sell worldwide. Like China is nothing but a gigantic consumer resource, and they're not afraid to work hard. So for goods and services, they might want to, these people that sell these goods and services might want to expand their markets. Definitely do. So I'm not saying that is happening. I'm saying we're moving in that direction. So as a citizen, you're not going to fight this trend if this is what's going on. So as small people, if you want to move into socialism where the government gives you your money, so that's what you can get your food, then these right now, they're saying the food banks are getting rather skimpy in LA. That the demand has increased 125% just recently. So dependence upon the state, the government, for what you need to get by, and that these huge markets, these consumeristic markets, are growing worldwide. It's moving us towards a worldwide system. And we all know, that's obvious, right? So behind it is this consumerism. And the powers that be would decide where these goods and services would be best used in their opinion, most likely where they could profit the most. So I think that's what we're seeing here. So what you want to say, as like a small person, I better get a grip on this now. I better set up a barter business. I better figure out how to cooperate with these markets so that I can work. I better understand the big picture I was talking to this doctor one time, and I go, what is actually going on here? And he said, well, the problem is they have a very small way of looking at things. We have to expand our way of looking at things and say, what is actually going on here? It's nothing personal. It's just that the markets are shifting worldwide. So that is part 2. God bless you all.